to talk about the who, what, why, when, where, and how of fireworks. So we'll start about talking about who.
Yes, who can purchase fireworks is a great question. In the state of Minnesota, the legal age is 18. So 18-year-olds with a picture ID can buy fireworks.
And where can they buy them from, Shane?
There are retailers and distributors in the state of Minnesota that sell Minnesota legal fireworks.
So what if my family went to the Dells, let's say for summer vacation, and we're coming through, we're going down the highway and we see a tent that says fireworks. Can I assume all those are legal in Minnesota?
Well, Minnesotans like to do that and like to buy those, but most likely those are not legal in the state of Minnesota. They're legal in Wisconsin, but not in Minnesota.
So if I buy like legal fireworks in Minnesota, am I looking at things that stay close to the ground or things that go up in the air?
Well, the fireworks that are legal in the state of Minnesota are called ground fireworks. They stay low to the ground. At any point they go up into the air, that's considered illegal.
Okay, so like bottle rockets are not legal in the state of Minnesota.
Right, and as much as they're enjoyable and fun, they are illegal in Minnesota.
So, you know what's really cool and really pretty are those sky lanterns. You know, they look like hot air balloons. Can I,
Yes.
like I'm having a wedding, are those legal in Minnesota for me to have all my guests launch?
Well, going back to the original thought, any firework or device that goes up in the air is illegal. Therefore, a lantern which raises up in the air is not legal in the state of Minnesota.
So I'm thinking, so when it goes up as a lantern, it also probably comes down as litter, doesn't it?
It comes down as litter, and we can't control where they go down.
No.
So that could cause unexpected fires. It could cause damage in places, yeah.
Oh, okay. So where can you use your fireworks? Where can you use them? Can I go out to like a big park or maybe a dock or a trail, somewhere that's really open?
Where you can use it is in your own property or places you have permission. Where can't we use them?
Well, I know we can't use them on government property, parks like the commons, can't use them on docks, roadways, or trails because they're all owned by the government.
An example of illegal fireworks are sparklers.
Sparklers, oh.
I remember those as kids. So
Yeah,
much
I do
fun
too.
carrying those around.
Yeah, but don't they burn really hot?
They get so hot. A sparkler, at the tip of the sparkler, it's 2,000 degrees.
It's 2,000 degrees. So let's say I have something hot like a curling iron.
Yes.
Would I hand that to a child?
No, we wouldn't give
iron?
curling irons to a child.
No. How about a hot pan from a stove?
Not a hot pan.
So is it smart to hand a sparkler over to a child?
You know what? People do it.
Yeah.
But I don't think people realize what they're handing. If they were just, in their mind were to think, I'm about to hand over a 2,000 degree device, sure, the kid's gonna grab them. Children are curious, they're very curious.
Yes.
They wanna hold, and it's bright.
And what do they do when they're curious?
If they touch that, they're going to get burned.
Like third degree burn.
Yeah, as long as we're cautious.
Yeah.
I believe on the package it says not for children.
Yeah.
It does say that.
Yeah.
So just knowing we're handing over 2,000 degree stick, fire on a stick.
So one thing that adults probably should keep in mind that when the adults are using fireworks or sparklers, the children are watching. So that's actually a teachable moment for your children to teach them how to be safe and respect fireworks and fire in general. Let's talk about the when. So when can we shoot off fireworks?
When can we shoot off fireworks? That's a great question. Many cities have ordinances that do not allow fireworks, or there's certain noise restrictions. So you'll find that in your city offices when you can, specific times of day that you could shoot off fireworks.
Okay, so I'm shooting off fireworks. Can I shoot them off like after midnight, 1 o'clock, 2:30 in the morning, all night long?
Well, not only will the ordinance tell you that, but I'm sure the neighbor will tell you that too. When we're shooting off fireworks, we need to be aware of our neighbors, who has the young babies or the older people or some people who are just not able to handle fireworks shooting off. So we need common courtesy.
Common courtesy because, again, people's pets, some pets are absolutely terrified of fireworks. And our fireworks are so loud, it's not just our immediate neighbors, it's our neighbors like across the parks, across the lakes. It goes a wide range of people. And then you also have people with mental disabilities.
Yes.
It's very disruptive. People might have other mental conditions that really have fun, but not on, don't make your neighbors or people around you pay that price for your fun. Be courteous.
Another thing to keep in mind of where to shoot off fireworks, we have to think of the wind conditions.
Oh yeah, and it's windy out here today.
We have to think of the dry conditions.
Okay.
We have to think of when we're using our fireworks, which they're not aerial because those are illegal. When they're ground fireworks, we don't want them to spread wildfires. Like, that's just so much work.
Yeah, and those, even though they're ground fireworks, we really shouldn't be pointing them at anything.
No.
That a spark could float and possibly start a house on fire, or like you said, the grass wildland. We would appreciate it if you'd be safe, so we don't have to be up all night fighting that wildland or that grass fire after you've had fun with your fireworks.
Why talk about fireworks safety today? Why?
We want people to know that you can, have fireworks, but if you do them safely, nobody will get hurt. We're trying to prevent injury, death, and fire when we talk about fireworks safety.
The fireworks are extremely fun. Yes, and there's a lot of statistics, many numbers that talk about fires starting from fireworks, people getting injured, people losing fingers just because they're not thinking of safety when they're working with fireworks.
Yeah, I think it's over 10,000 people a year are seen for injuries due to fireworks, and I believe almost 50% of those are from sparklers.
And there are some simple safety thoughts. We don't carry fireworks in our pockets.
Nope.
We don't have fireworks on us. We don't want to, when we light the fuse of fireworks, we need to step back and give it room to be able to explode or sizzle or give its flame, yes.
So we shouldn't be holding it in our hand.
Oh, we do. People think that is fantastic. That is danger right there.
Yeah, so we shouldn't be leaning over. And it's probably a great idea when you're the person that's lighting that firework to say everybody clear and step back. Yes. Give it kind of a safety zone, because back when we were talking about safety over the holidays, we talked about giving things a safety zone, and fireworks need that same type of zone, just wider.
Kelly, it's time to talk about the how.
The how. How to use fireworks safely.
Yes.
Okay, now these are not legal fireworks. These are the aerial type, but let's look at the directions and just see what the directions say on these.
Okay, this one, the directions are extremely small. I wouldn't be able to read that.
Yeah, not even with the magnifying glass, and it's usually dark when I'm trying to read my directions.
And this one, the directions are tore. They're tore up here.
Okay.
And this one here, they're written in another language, which is pretty common.
It is very common, and usually the directions on these are very vague. So I'm wondering, where would I go to find guidelines on how to use fireworks, or do I just light it and go with it?
We need to know how to use these safely, and there's a place to go to learn this.
Would that be the Minnesota State Fire Marshal's website?
They have guidelines on how to use fireworks safely.
They actually have a list of what are legal and not legal in Minnesota fireworks.
Because some people have the impression of what they used to use as kids was legal, because that's what they always would do.
Yeah.
But the website has the list.
So let's say that I'm going by the guidelines, and I light my fireworks and it doesn't go off.
And it happens sometimes. So what we can't do is relight that. Do not relight that. We don't know what is going on with that.
Okay.
So we need to take that device and when we have to give it some time to make sure it's not going to go off.
So we give it some time, even like a hot pan on the stove, you give it time to cool down or time to...
Great example. Yeah. And we need to soak it in water.
Soak it in water.
Yes.
So when I throw it away, can I throw it into like the bonfire or the campfire? Because the garbage is way over there and we're all sitting here and I just want to get rid of it.
If we're talking about enjoying fireworks and being safe, we cannot put them in the bonfire.
Because it doesn't matter, they could go off at any time, couldn't they?
They could go off.
Yeah, okay. So what other things would I need to do to make sure I'm doing the how right, like following the directions and being safe? Can I light this off and then throw it at somebody?
It's going to cause harm and damage, and it'll be an unsafe experience with fireworks. And we want fireworks to be fun.
Yes. And we want to keep people out of the emergency room, right?
Yes, we do.
And we want to keep the firefighters from showing up at your house to put out a fire caused by fireworks, right?
Absolutely. We want fireworks to be safe and enjoyable.
So today we covered the who, what, where, why, and how of fireworks. But the things that we didn't cover, if people really want to know more, again, they can go to that website, the State Fire Marshal's Office website, and learn more about fireworks safety, and probably call their local fire department too.
Yes.
Okay, so thanks for joining me today.
Glad to be here.